Welcome back, Rich Minds. It's your boy Reno coming back to you with another video. And today's topic is gonna be the reasons of why they don't notice you. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder for the people in the back. Listen, y'all. These are the reasons why people don't notice you. Now I know what you're thinking. You probably feel like you're ugly right now. You probably feel like you're not as beautiful. You probably feel like you're not a better person. And you probably feel like you're not good enough. All right? But listen, I came to tell you, I got great news. This is not that. It's actually the complete opposite. And so I know you're probably thinking, what you mean by that, Reno? Let me tell you. The fact that you're not that same person, the fact that you've inclined who you are intellectually, intelligently, emotionally, spiritually, financially, physically, that person of who you were last year, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, they don't exist. That person is completely gone. And so when you arrive in certain areas, or when you go back to your hometown, or when you start hanging out with certain people who you used to hang out with, they don't notice you. Why? Because you have reinvented yourself. Yes, sir. So listen, y'all, before I start this video, I need you to comment in the comments below and say, I reinvented myself. And if you're on the way to reinventing yourself, still put it. You gotta manifest it, all right? So put, I reinvented myself, okay? And if any one of these signs resonate with you, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and of course subscribe to the channel. Alright, so we're gonna get into the first sign, y'all. Number one, you're vibrating at a high frequency. Alright, a lot of these people who you used to rock with, a lot of these people you used to hang with, they're not even on your wavelength. What does that mean? When you're operating at a high frequency, that means that you're in a positive mood most of the time. All right? I'm talking about 85% of the time of your day. You probably listen to motivation, inspiration, anything that keeps you going, okay? And not even just only inspiration. Maybe you work out. You keep yourself moving. You keep yourself going. You're not the typical person who just do what everybody else do. All right. As I stated in one of my last videos, if you do what everybody else do, you're going to get their same results. When you begin to operate at a top quality frequency, you're no longer like the rest of the world. And so what happens is people start looking at who you're becoming and they don't even notice you. Why? Because you're vibrating at a higher frequency. For instance, let's just say you're inside of a restaurant. You go back to a hometown. All right, you go back to your hometown, you inside of a restaurant. They know you as Lil Kiki, okay? But you done reinvented yourself and you done turned into Keisha Lance Bottles. All right, you Keisha now. You not Lil Kiki no more. You are Keisha. You dressed in suits. Okay, you got the little position at the job. Now, and we ain't gonna say a little position. We're gonna say you got you a position at the job. All right, you dress different, you move different. They probably won't even notice you. Why? Because you're operating at a higher frequency. They can't even fathom and notice who you are because they still doing the same thing. They probably still smoke weed, pop pills. You know what I'm saying? They probably still, drink heavily. They probably still doing the same thing. And so they don't notice you because you have reinvented yourself. And I got this quote, y'all. I say, you want to reinvent yourself so much until you have to reintroduce yourself. Okay? And so that's what I mean by that. You're operating at a high frequency. It's no different from when you see a crackhead on the street. That crackhead has now begun to operate at a lower frequency, okay? And so when they're operating at a low frequency, the people who knew them or once knew them, they probably won't even notice them. It's the same as that difference. But guess what? Had you looked at them 5 years, 10 years from where they are now, they probably would get noticed. Like, oh, there go Greg, right? But see, you don't notice Greg no more because he operating at a low frequency. All right, and that's the same thing with you. The fact that you're operating at a high frequency, people won't notice you because they're not on your wavelength. You up here, they down here. And I'm not saying that you're better than them, okay? But what I am saying is you're vibrating at a higher frequency than them. So certain things, they just won't see it. Certain things, they won't be able to feel it. They're not on their frequency. You have to understand that. And that's a video within itself. Just strictly talking about frequency. You have to be in alignment with certain frequencies to attract certain things. And unfortunately, they're not on your frequency, so they can't attract you. And more importantly, they don't even notice you. All right? So next one, y'all. Number two, you reinvented yourself. All right, so it's very similar to number one, but I'm gonna dig a little bit more deeper in how and why you reinvented yourself. How you reinvented yourself is you started probably reading more books, right? You probably got a higher position on your job. You probably cut out some of your old habits, change some of those old unhealthy habits with new and healthy habits. You probably changed up your diet. I'm talking about like you done changed a lot of things about yourself to where you totally different. You probably used to be a car salesman, all right? But now you done turned into a whole businessman, owning your own business. You probably used to be the girl, a cosmetologist assistant. You probably was one of them. But now you done turn into your own cosmetologist and you own your own business now. What am I saying? You have reinvented yourself. You've turned to a whole other person. A person will have to literally re-meet you again. Okay? And sometimes, y'all, you have to show people how to treat you as well. You have to show people how to treat you. A person may not notice you because they're like, nah, this ain't how this ain't how Run used to act. This Run. But nah, Run named Ronald now. Yeah, Run named Ronald. Meaning Ronald is different from Run. Run, he used to run in the streets with y'all. Ronald, he's a businessman now. So how do you gotta treat him like a businessman? He's not indicating that he's better than you or better than anybody else. But what he is saying is this right here. Listen, y'all, I got things to lose. I got people to feed. I got myself to look out for. I have responsibilities. I got different things that I'm doing in life. I've reinvented myself. And so unfortunately, they probably won't even notice you. All right. Number 3, y'all, you glowing different. See, all these are connected. All right. All of these are connected. But I want to differentiate the 3. High frequency. This is a vibration. The reinvention of yourself. This is the production of a new individual. Your glow. The glow is what happens. The glow is the result. All right. The glow is the result of a high frequency and the reinvention or the production of a person who reinvented themselves. Make sense? Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. Your glow is that result. It's the result of operating in a high frequency. It's the result from reinventing yourself. It's that result. So when you walk in a room, people automatically notice you because what? It's that glow that's glowing on you. It's an anointing that's around your body. It's an anointing that literally covers your spirit. It glows through you. It's like a light bulb. It's that light that I be talking about, y'all. Your glow is different. See, maybe you was glowing in the past before. All right? Maybe you was glowing in the past. But no, now you glowing different. Yes, sir. You glowing a little bit more different. All right? As a matter of fact, if you glowing right now, make sure you come in the comments and say, I glow different. Yes, sir. You glow different. See, some individuals, they probably got a light. Okay? They probably got some type of light to them. But see, when you got that glow, it shows what you've been doing on the inside. See, the external is only a reflection of the internal. The external is only a reflection of the internal. If you see a person who smokes, eventually it's going to start showing on the external. They may have more bags up under their eyes. Their breath may stink a little bit more. It may just start showing in their physicalities. All right? But if you see a person who eat fruit, they eat healthy, you're going to start seeing that externally as well. Maybe they pores may just smell a lot more fresher. They may smell better, okay, just by putting better things in their food. Better food in their body. They may have more energy, right? You will just start noticing that. And so, again, it's a result. That glow is only a result. And right now, you glowing different, all right? Number 4, y'all, a new environment. So what do you mean by that, Reno? A new environment is simply an indication of who the man has become and who the woman has become. Y'all remember when y'all probably was coming up, y'all was younger. Some of y'all probably still younger. So maybe you can connect with it, or maybe you're like, I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you this. Whenever you was younger, it was certain environments that you would find yourself in. As you get older, you like, man, I'm not even going there. I'm not even looking that way. I am not even gonna put myself in a position to possibly end up there. What am I saying? A new environment equals a new you. If you go to an environment, if you go to, the hood, quote unquote, and if you stay there, you may start taking up some traits of the hood. Unless you have a mindset and you have a plan of why you're here, and like, look, I'm not gonna be here no longer than 6 months. I just got a plan. I want to stack up some money or something like that. That's different. But if you're talking about an individual, okay, if you're talking about the individual who find themselves in the ratchetest place all the time, who find themselves in the club all the time, at some point, people are gonna start noticing that, oh, okay, this is who this person is, and they'll start getting accustomed to that. So when they see you in a business suit, or when they see you, doing some business endeavors or something like that, going to school, they ain't gonna notice you. Why? Because now you in a whole new environment. They was used to seeing you in the club. They was used to seeing you, hanging out with a run. They was used to seeing you in that position of just low vibrational. But now you starting to level up and see they don't even notice you no more. They're like, man, who that? Oh, I can't even, that ain't, oh, that's Keisha. Oh, man, dang. Okay, right? And then this when the hate come in. But what I'm simply saying is this. When you are in a new environment, people simply won't notice you. You starting to elevate, all right? And so the last one, y'all, number 5, they thought that you would never recover. All right, I'm gonna say that one more time too. They thought you would never recover. Yes, sir. So what that mean, Reno? All right, you probably went through some type of hardship. You probably encountered some type of pain, tragedy. Okay, let's take for instance, and God bless her soul and God bless DC Young Fly. But DC Young Fly just recently lost his girlfriend. Okay, the mother of his kids. Traumatic. All right, I'm sure it was a percentage of the world who like, man, DC ain't gonna never be the same. All right. Matter of fact, I seen some comments when they was like, we ain't gonna never get a certain type of DC no more. Now mind you, why are we even thinking about what he can give and serve as an individual or as an entertainer? Not even an individual, but why are you worrying about what he can give you as an entertainer when he clearly just lost he's going through a tragedy and lost the mother of his kids? Come on now. So that just shows you how people's mindset is anyway. And it shows you how sensitive they are to your situation. They really don't care. All right, now, get into the nitty gritty. Using DC Young Fly, a lot of people probably thought that he would never recover. Or they probably think that he's never going to recover. All right? But guess what? When you start recovering from that situation, when you start becoming bigger and better, when you still is able to stand on top of that tragedy, stand on top of that hardship, oh yeah, that's a different formula. So guess what? People begin to, they're like, is that really you? Now I got superpowers. Why? Because they didn't believe in you. They thought that you would never recover from that hardship. They thought that you would never recover from that tragedy. They thought that you would never recover from that thing that you was going through in life, but you still made it on top. So I need you to realize something. When a person is showing that, oh, I thought you would never recover, I thought you were never gonna make it. Listen, that's only a clear indication that they never believed in you, which caused them not even notice you, because in their mind, it don't even register. You ever like been in a situation when you probably seen somebody and you was like, nah, they ain't gonna be here. This ain't even them. And that was clearly them. It probably was clearly them. But in your mind told you, nah, that ain't them. That's the same thing that what happened to you. A person have already said, nah, they ain't gonna make it. Nah, they ain't gonna do this. Nah, they ain't gonna spend in school. It can't be them. Nah. And so it caused them not to notice you. But guess what? When you start rising, they gonna begin to notice you. When you begin to be put in a situation to where your enemies are turning into your footstool, they ain't gonna have no choice but to notice you. Why? Because they're gonna be looking up like this. Oh, how you get up there? Oh, I got up there. Because it was destined for me. And that's the same thing with you. So I want to give y'all these reasons of why they don't notice you. Listen, y'all. If any of these resonated with you, once again, y'all be sure to subscribe to the channel and drop in the comments. Yes, sir. Drop in the comments. They notice me. All right? Drop in the comments, they notice me. Because I want you to understand something. Even though they act like they don't notice you, they see you. They just don't want to see you. Alright, so as I conclude this video, y'all make sure y'all hit the links in my bio, check out any one of my books, join my Patreon community for an exclusive video and a patron shout out. Yes, sir. And listen, y'all, I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.